Well, how's it going out there on this Friday evening? Well, I just got back home. Been chasing something different today. And wasn't chasing wasn't chasing storms. Typically am though. But something I often think about is why weather. Why since I was young, very young, did I have an interest in weather? I don't know. I don't have an answer to that. Maybe it got started when I saw my first tornado when I was a child. Um, I've got a brother that he loves weather too, which is odd. I don't know. I think what it's become for me over the years is, and I'm 58, so but I'm always out there trying to catch something different on video or you know pictures. I'm always maybe I'm just competitive towards myself, thinking that as you can see this thumbnail I put up, I caught that rainbow a couple weeks ago. It's actually a double rainbow, but the wife was with me and I had to stop and grab a picture of it. And as I go along, go along through life over the years, it seems like all of them are just memories. And, you know, I can go through the thousands of photos and videos and this and that I've taken over the years. And I can see that picture and I automatically remember where I was at that time. It's weird that I just, I mean, I've got so many pictures and so many videos. I can just look at that picture and it takes me back to that place. So maybe the question is, why do you like weather? Why do you enjoy weather? I mean, I ask myself that. Maybe, you know, it has to be something that was instilled in me as a very young person, in my blood. I spend a lot of money chasing weather. A lot of time. I have to sacrifice a lot of time. Um, I have to work full time. You know, it's a hobby for me. I don't make a living at taking pictures or talking about weather. It doesn't pay. It doesn't pay the bills. So the question is, why weather? I mean, is it just I'm fascinated with it? Because it doesn't matter a little thunderstorm or a supercell with a tornado or just catching a rainbow like that picture. It doesn't matter to me. I mean, I think what it is, it's part of it is it's not the same thing every time. Every time I go out there and chase storms. Um, it's different. It doesn't bore me. There's no, 2 times or 10 times. It's the same. And of course, I really enjoy photography. I've been doing it for a very long time. I'm fascinated, with the technology now, how it's advanced so much that I can shoot these video time lapses and stuff. I mean, I've got probably 15,000, 20,000 in gear, camera gear, but um, really you can do a lot with just a good cell phone. I shoot hyperlapses, time lapse, slow motion, my lightning slow motion, a lot of things just with a good cell phone. And then I've got other camera gear that I use that's a little well, quite a bit higher end, and it's going to give you a better, um, you know, image quality and all that. But I just ask myself, why is weather just so? There's mosquitoes too. We've we're trying to get some rain, but it doesn't rain in my house that much for some reason. But I don't know. Maybe you can, you know, ask yourself, why are you interested in weather? Um, why are you fascinated with weather? I, to me, like I said, I think it's because I see something different every time. I've learned so much by watching weather. What's crazy to me is you got all these meteorologists and stuff telling you this is how the weather is going to be today. And a lot of them, they don't go out and watch weather. They went to school and that's it. They learned what the books teach them. They don't go out and watch weather, watch how clouds form and how tornadoes form and how, lightning does what it does and all those things. I think you need to experience that in person to be able to, for many years, not just once. I mean, like over time, and apply that to your job because all you're doing is making graphics and looking at models just like anybody else can and making a forecast, which is basically the same forecast as what the National Weather Service and Storm Prediction Center, NOAA, is putting out. That's all it is. It's a repeat. It's rinse and repeat. It's all about advertising, but don't get me off on that rabbit trail because they run weather on TV for hours and hours every day, and it just gets. I mean, I know what they're doing, but a lot of those people, I don't even know if they enjoy what they're doing. I don't even know if they enjoy weather. I think they just some of them. It's just a job, but good meteorologists, in my opinion, the good ones, love to get out there and look at weather and watch weather and see how weather acts. And I don't know. Um, but I've definitely over the years I've become more and more fascinated with it. And that's it'll never bore me. I'll go to my grave thinking about all the things I've seen in from weather. Um, I'm not a forecaster. I have my own opinions. I can do a lot of things. I can read the models every day and this and that, just like meteorologists that have a 4 year degree. But at the end of the day, what do you know? You know, you got to get out there and experience it. You don't have to get up close to a tornado, but you need to watch the sky, watch the clouds form, watch what they're doing. And I enjoy the photography aspect of it. I enjoy catching those moments and making those memories. I've got so many videos and so many photos, thousands and thousands. I could post 100 a day, and I could never post it all because number one, I'm usually out there chasing and getting it, and I don't have time to. I'd have to be editing full time. So the question is, I think this is just the way I see it. I'm fascinated with weather because that's what was instilled into me by God, put into my blood. There's no one single event that just says, at one time said, wow, I'm fascinated with weather from now on. I think I was born with it. It's like some people are like me. I know a bunch of them, and I think it was from birth. It was just something they were going to do and love and enjoy the rest of their life. Some people, like my wife, or I'm just going to use her example. She doesn't see weather like I do. She doesn't enjoy it like I do. She goes with me. Yeah, she's kind of fascinated with some of the things, but she probably gets bored with it pretty quick. She'd rather be at home. So, everybody, I'm an outdoors person, and I really enjoy the outdoors. And whether it's just looking at a nice sunset or the lake or whatever, nature, um, that's where I'm happiest. I don't like being in the big city, but if you enjoy weather or are fascinated with it, let me know why you think you're fascinated with it, or what do you enjoy about weather? What do you enjoy about the sky, even the night sky? I love the moon and the stars and everything. I love taking pictures of it all, and I think a lot of it has grown. Um, Probably in the past 20 years, I've just really started becoming a better photographer uh, over the past 15 years. And there's a lot of things that I've caught that nobody will ever see because I don't have time to edit it all. It's just it's on SD cards. I've got drone footage and, camera. I mean, I've got so much I've caught over the years. And some of it I think, yeah, it's okay. Um, it's not, you know, National Geographic standard or whatever. I, I've I've got my favorite people I follow that are just great photographers, and they do phenomenal jobs at catching weather. And part of it's, yes, can you afford all that equipment, and part of it's just being a natural at going out and being able to catch it. I mean, I've got my favorites, and I'm happy with the level I'm at, but you know, I'll never expect to make a penny off of it. It's a hobby. It's something I enjoy. I'll love it until the day I die. That's just the way it is. But I just wanted to throw that out there, kind of from my perspective. And I don't know what, maybe you don't have an interest in weather, or maybe you're just totally fascinated with it. But let me know if you do in the comments, or what fascinates, why do you even like weather? And I've thought about things, with this channel. I'm like, a lot of people don't even watch my stuff. They could care less. Um, I mean, there's times when I just don't even want to mess with doing anything on here, but um, it's something I want to share, but it's difficult on a lot of platforms, and YouTube's one of them because nobody gets to see it. The algorithms choke it out, and I could post the most awesome tornado video I've ever caught, and I get 10 views. So I can't let that bother me. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing and keep posting. And you can go into my long form. I don't do a lot of long form. I probably should, but more storm chasing. Uh, Go live. I mean, I know a lot of people just run live feeds for hours while they're storm chasing. I could do that, but I'm usually just so busy, um, trying to operate all these gadgets. It's like you got to make sure everything's on cue and working right. And for me, I guess a lot of it's the catch. Um, but like I'm gonna try to go in there and edit some stuff this evening. Like I said, it would be a full time job for me to edit. I just don't have time between working and chasing storms. The wife asked me earlier, "Are you chasing storms?" And I'm like, "Well, no, not tonight, not this evening or tonight, because they're not that great of storms and not that much lightning or anything. I love catching lightning. Uh, Lightning's like one of my favorite. So I'd rather catch incredible lightning. I don't know, it's a close tie, but that or when you catch tornadoes, it's pretty cool. But lightning is different, and they're all different. That's one thing about weather. It's always different. That's probably one of the driving forces behind it. Is I never go out and see the same thing and get bored with it. Let me know in the comments, if you're have that weather bug, the infection of, you know, going out there and watching, and just a good thunderstorm on a summer's night, going out on the porch and watching the lightning for hours. I mean, I can do that. But for me, I'm like, well, I need to get it closer so I can get some pictures and video. And, you know, this is what I do a lot. Come home and there's a storm pops up 10 miles away, feet, whatever, and off I go. I gotta go see what I can do, see what I can catch. It's just fun. It makes my heart happy, so it's what I do, you know. Um, doesn't pay my bills, but I'm happy at doing anything with weather. I love watching weather, trying to figure out why this went happened like it did, and or this didn't. It's like the forecast. Where here it is, 2026, and the weather forecasting seems to be getting worse. We have more technology, but I think it's because they're relying more on the computer models and stuff versus just instinct, like the old school weathermen, they didn't have much. They didn't have a lot of tools to work with. Basic satellite imagery and black and white radar. Now they got everything, and it's supposed to rain. Chance of, that's the thing, chance of rain just means a chance. 50-50 shot, 20%, whatever percent. Doesn't mean it's going to rain. Seems to go around my house a lot, but that's a whole nother story. I just want to jump on here, say happy Friday, fix and go in and eat. Probably edit some photos I took earlier. But I just wanted to hop on here and, throw it out there, like try to make sense of how I got to where I'm at. Ask y'all, why do y'all enjoy weather? Are you afraid of weather? Or, a lot of people are very scared of storms, scared of tornadoes, scared of lightning and thunder, just like animals, some animals, pets. You know, to me, the louder the thunder, the closer the lightning, the better. So everybody's different, you know. Uh, Maybe, like I said, it's just something the way I was born, It's just, it's in my blood and it's not going away. So let me know if you're like that, or, you know, you're scared of storms, or you enjoy trying to get pictures, take pictures. I mean, there's a lot of people that do pretty good, catching all kinds of weather. Um, just with a cell phone. It's amazing what you can do if you know how to use it. Anyway, I'm gonna hop off here 9:23 Texas time Central. Gets dark. Well, it's cloudy today, but sunset it's about 8:45. Supposed to rain, but we'll see if I get any. Parker County, north central Texas, west of DFW. Feast or famine. It seems like I get a lot or nothing. So supposed to be a pretty good chance tonight and tomorrow. We'll see. But appreciate y'all tuning in. Just hopped on here before I go in. Hope y'all have a good Friday evening. I'll see you on the next one. In the meantime, just stay weather aware and pay attention and get some good pictures if you can and enjoy it. You only live once. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one.